Flipping through the channels, all see is gray. Drowning in the monotony, no escape today. But I need a haircut, break the static's hold. Losing up this time, it bites the story's toll. Say goodbye to boredom, headlines made of gold. Twist and shake perspectives in a way so bold. They serve it up with humor with a snarky twist. Little bites and moves to fill your daily list.
Hey guys, it's Mo, and we have culty news. Culty news alert. We have cult news. A Zizian cult defector believed to have passed away in 2022 has actually been in hiding, fearing the manic vegan group's revenge. This case is getting weirder and weirder, and I'm trying to keep you up to date with it, but it just keeps getting weirder. I thought 2024 was going to be clown year, but maybe 2025 is here to take the cake. We don't know. A former Zizian cult member, widely believed to have died by self-deletion, is actually alive and hiding from the dangerous group, the Post can reveal. Gwen Danielson was thought to be passed away in 2022, even by a lawyer representing her in an active case, but instead has been laying low at an undisclosed location. Danielson, who, like many Zizians, is transgender and legally became a woman in 2017, according to court papers, still fears for her life, according to her father, Brett Danielson. So this is Gwen Danielson's mugshot from 2019 in a protest which ultimately led to fractures in the relationship between her and the other Zizian members, according to Brett Danielson. She checks in regularly, and I've heard from her very recently, but she's not ready to come out of hiding just yet, he told the Post. Danielson split from the increasingly unhinged group of rationalist computer scientists over an argument within the group, according to her father. Their political ideology was that killing animals was just as violent as killing people, and therefore everybody is guilty of violence, he said. And that probably led to some of them to self-justify their own propensity for violence. Authorities are now investigating 4 killings across the USA linked to various members of the loose-knit group, including a double homicide in Pennsylvania, a murder in California, and a shootout which left a U.S. border guard dead in Vermont. So you have the border agent David Matlin murdered during a traffic stop and then Felix Ophelia Buckholt also lost her life in that. You have Richard and Rita Zacco, both shot in the head. And then you have Curtis Lind, who was both assaulted, lost his eye, and then red-rummed. So this cult is maybe responsible for more, but these are what we know so far. Now, Jack Ziz Lasota, 34, who has been described as the leader of the group, was arrested on February 16th. Alongside Michelle Jacco, 32, and Danielle Blink, 26, in Maryland, where they were seen trespassing and raising suspicion. A force multiplier was also found in their vehicle. Now, prosecutors in different jurisdictions across the country are now preparing what will be probably further charges. That's a good doy. We knew that. Now, Maximilian Schneider is also charged over the January 17th death of Curtis Lind, who at one time let the group camp on his property. Now, Teresa Youngblood over the shooting of Daniel Matland, the Border Patrol guard, on January 20th. Youngblood has pled not guilty, and Schneider has yet to enter a plea. Yipe. Okay. Now the apparent Zizian ringleaders are facing justice, and Danielson's father is hoping that their family can move on. Hopefully the recent arrests are the end of their activities, and those who really were somewhat innocent, pulled into the vortex of this, can get their lives straightened out again. I'm hoping that this allows Gwen to come out of hiding, put things behind her, and move on, he added. Brett said his understanding of why the Zizians mostly happen to be transgender or non-binary is that part of their rationalist interest, they believe taking estrogen led to clearer thinking. As a producer of estrogen, I can say hard no on that. Estrogen seems to make me just have all the feelings and not all the thinking sometimes. So, uh,
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
yeah, take some estrogen, get some hot flashes, that's great. Now, Gwen spoke a lot about the difference in the way mental acuity with estrogen works versus testosterone, he told the Post. So these are all the members of the cult thus far that we know. Now, rumors of Danielson's death started soon after Lesotho was reported missing by his sister, who said he had gone overboard on a boat in San Francisco Bay. So we have two fake deaths in this case already, which is amazeballs and also weird. Super duper weird. An extensive search by the Coast Guard could not find Lesotho's body, and an obituary was published for him, which stated he loved adventure, music, blueberries, biking, computer games, and animals. An attorney presenting both Lesotho and Danielson on charges related to a protest they had staged in 2019, Gerald Friedman, noted they were both apparently dead from separate incidents at the time. Mr. Friedman believes that Miss Danielson may have not been alive and would like to take the time to investigate. A court order dated August 2022 read, Friedman did not respond to a request for comment from the Post. However, Lesotho was found to be alive and arrested in Pennsylvania at a hotel in January 2023 and questioned about a double homicide of Zacco's parents. He was let go, but now stands charged with trespassing obstruction as well as having a force multiplier in a vehicle stemming from his Maryland arrest. A judge ordered Lesotho, Zacco, and Blank to be held without bail, describing them as flight risks. Again, Godoy. Lesotho's current attorney, Daniel McGregor, declined to answer any questions regarding his case. Now, Jessica Taylor, an artificial intelligence researcher who knew several of the group members, first met at least four Zizians around 2015 at the Center for Applied Rationality, an organization in the city which hosts workshops on cognitive science and debasing, with a mission to develop clear thinking for the sake of humanity's future. I mean, it sounds good, but these all seem like people who are slightly skewed on their moral compass, so their rationality might skew hella wrong. And honestly, I've seen all your mug shots. This does not look like a club I want to join at all, at all. Thank you for the rational invitation, but I'm an RSVP no. I have things to do. Now, she did tell the Post that the group had a high death count, which included several self-deletions. Now, two people in the group's orbit, took themselves out of the world and were named Maya Pasic, who left a quasi-note behind in 2018 referencing rational thought process, and Jay Winterford, also known as Jacob Paterick, a math and science graduate in 2021. I knew about the losses in the group, but before Lind was attacked and murdered, I generally didn't have a sense they could be violent, she said. Now I think they're a criminal gang. So I think we're going to see a lot more come out. I sincerely hope that these are all the crimes that they did, but I do believe that with the propensity for violence, with the sort of justification that if you eat meat, you are also evil, they could be extremely dangerous. When you give yourself a license to be judge, jury, and, the leader, it's a power too great for most people to handle, and most people shouldn't try to have that power, especially when you have a very skewed moral compass. So I do hope that there are no more. I hope that this young person can come out of hiding and, lead a fulfilling life, take care of whatever in the past it is, still there legally, and, have a fulfilling life. That's all I want for everyone. So hopefully we find out that there's no more shenanigans that these radical vegan rationalists did. Although they acted with a fair bit of emotion. I mean, there's malice, there's vengeance, there's vindictiveness, there's cruelty. So those aren't rational. Those are more ethos than logos. But who am I? I'm just a redhead who is semi-professional and semi-silly on the internet, so who knows? Thank you for listening to this rambling about culty cult stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember that the Petty Express runs today. It is a place for hard crimes, but we use dark chocolate sarcasm and all the witticisms to get through, packed with a bunch of heart. We have hearts of gold and mouths of sailors over there. So we are continuing with the Jeremiah Bass case, finishing up day 1, going into day 2, and I got a fancy, dancy new notebook. Ooh. Don't be peanut butter and jealous of my glamorous life, but I have a new notebook that will actually be a little bit more easy to use because it's a hard thing and I have no desk over here, and that's what she said. Hope you have a lovely day, you guys. Please remember to do all the YouTube-y things, like, subscribe, share, all of that jazz. Thank you for giving me some time in your day to hang out, and I will see you soon. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but carry a can of bitch fire, because kindness doesn't equal doormat. Bye, you guys.